So what is it that is so different from one-off testing versus continuous testing? To answer that question, let's look at what a traditional one-off penetration test does. Often, an analyst starts with the external threat surface of an organization and tests that threat surface by running several tools with differing tactics and techniques. The tools may gather service information, ports open, even start to look at the organization's footprint beyond the threat surface, examining dark web or social media to gain clues as to what potential risks the analyst is being presented and what direction to take to exploit those risks. The analyst may start to examine and test the web applications, using tools to crawl and gather data. Once the data is collated, the analyst can look to enumerate and exploit potential weaknesses. RedSpy 365 does all the above, except it does it continuously and can add more context due to its ability to integrate into business intelligence and produce actionable metrics. RedSpy 365 automatically looks for new viruses, vulnerabilities, services, and ports, alerting the analyst to new opportunities. It can add in closed-source threat intelligence, mapping what RedSpy 365 sees with what the bad guys are doing. The tools and bots run comparisons to see if anything has changed, sending notifications to the client and analysts if it notices anything different. The alerts are designed to ask for an interpretive response from the analyst, perhaps updating the report or requiring further investigation. Tools can pass changes or information to other tools to either confirm or deny potential avenues of attack. Analysts often look for repetitive tasks that can be automated via a bot workflow, or work on scenarios that can be launched should the right conditions be noted. It is the pre-built workflows, with additional workflows being added all the time, that allow analysts to keep on top of the continuous, ever-changing landscape. Let's give some examples of what the RedSpy 365 analysts have seen and how RedSpy 365 is a better option all around. The mistake. RedSpy 365 analysts often see mistakes or misconfigurations that allow potential bad actors to compromise organizations. One such example that is often seen as a mistake is in a firewall that exposes more than it should. Here, analysts are alerted to not just a new system, but perhaps a dozen new systems that are now visible to the analyst. Tools, bots, and manual processing quickly start to understand that this is more than a new system being onboarded. The client is quickly notified, perhaps by a phone call, as the gravity of what is being seen sinks in. The client can quickly address the issue, roll back any changes, and confirm via RedSpy 365 that the mistake has been corrected. Weird ones. A new system is noted by the analyst and a notification sent to the client. The analyst noted that the system has a default password and quickly takes advantage to log in. The analyst informs the client, who in return tells the analyst that the system is being built. The client believed the system was not exposed and was in the process of standing the system up. Traditional. Web applications are often targets for bad actors. Here, an analyst noted a new SQL injection, informed the client, and began dumping data after being given the go-ahead to compromise the system. Note here that we may have differing scopes. One client may allow us to compromise if anything is seen, others will want to be notified prior to any attempt. RedSpy 365 is extremely flexible. Shadow IT. Noted on a Friday evening, a remote access port suddenly became visible. Notifications sent out via the system. The analyst noted that the RDP device was accessible with an easily guessable password. It was found out that the user wanted to work from home that weekend, but didn't lock the remote port down to a specific IP address. One question was why the user had access to the firewall at all. Those 4 examples, in a traditional test, may go months before they are noted, let alone remediated. Actionable intelligence's value decreases as time goes on. By providing the changes in risk to the client as soon as it occurs, RedSpy 365 provides actionable intelligence when and where it is needed the most. The final part of continuous testing is phishing. often the choice of hackers, sending malicious payloads or gathering credentials from fake emails to reuse. Red Spy 365 moves beyond the collecting click rates and training, which it can do very well, to actually mimicking the bad actors to test the defense in depth of the organization's response to this vector of attack. Using the Icehole tool, integrated fully into Red Spy 365, phishing campaigns can be launched on a continuous basis, changing as the organization data changes, targeting specific personnel to deliver malicious payloads that attempt to gain access to internal systems. Working with IT departments, Red Spy 365 analysts can create campaigns or run continuous random phishing, even running adaptive phishing and mapping social media into campaigns. So continuous testing gets to see the temporary mistakes, misconfigurations, and shadow IT departments. It notes changes in risk in near real time and provides that actionable intelligence to the client when it can be most effective. As it is continuous, it can provide better threat modeling and metrics that can be used to measure the organization's performance over time. That is not to say that there are no merits for one-off testing. It is better than doing nothing, but the market is demanding that security improves and is baked in. Our analysts think Red Spy 365 is the answer.